What's up guys, Red back again, and the internet is still exploding over yesterday's Smash Mural leak. Now today we have some important updates to roll through, so let's just get right into them. The first thing I want to touch on is that the company Marina PLV, where the leaker supposedly worked at, has issued a statement on the matter saying, "Rumors of privacy leakage on the latest version of the game, Super Smash Bros. Report a connection with our company. All these rumors only support one idea. Journalism is not limited to doing a search on Google. Indeed, the person incriminated in this rumor, if it is no longer present in our company since November 2016. Having not updated his profile, some have wanted to make a connection with Marina workshops that cannot exist. Namco is a company that we have worked with and want to rework with. This is not currently the case for the launch of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. These rumors are therefore a discredit on our professionalism, widely recognized, especially with respect to our commitments on confidentiality. We are currently contacting all these sites and Namco/Nintendo to remove this false information and assess the judicial follow-up," signed the Marina team. Now what does that mean? Well, inevitably it means not much, as apparently the people spreading the leak got the company wrong in the first place. Apparently the leaker worked at a different company and people were just assuming that he was still working at Marina. In fact, yesterday the Twitter account Nintendo Actu, which is a French fan site, had been putting in a lot of hard work getting the details for this case. They were able to phone call the actual location where said leaker was actually working and confirm he is working there, the actual company being ACP PLV. Now, while ACP is not known for any connection with Namco, they still do video game work and have notably worked with Ubisoft before. As you can see, they have a display for Assassin's Creed Unity on their website for display pictures that they've worked on. So overall, I think people just jumped the gun a bit on this and assumed the guy was still working at Marina. Even more interesting is the same person actually has another LinkedIn profile where it shows him listed as working for ACP, and the timeline which Marina outlined in their statement actually matches up with this LinkedIn profile. So overall, I don't think this changes much in terms of it being real or fake. It was just some misinformation that has been sorted out properly now. Next up on the list is that apparently the leaker in question was contacted and asked about this whole thing, and he has supposedly denied having anything to do with it. Now people are saying that means someone is impersonating him, and what this means to me is honestly nothing. Like, think about this. Under what circumstances is this guy going to come out and say, "Yeah guys, that was me, I leaked the information"? He'd have to be a freaking idiot to say that, because he'd be lining himself up for a hardcore suing by possibly Nintendo and ACP and whoever else. Why would he come out and admit that? It would just make no sense at all. Saying he has no involvement is the only thing he can say, whether that's true or not. So I don't want people to read anything into this and say, "Oh, the leaker said he had nothing to do with it, so it's obviously fake." We've got to be smarter than that, I hope. From the start, I think it was kind of obvious that the person who sent the Snapchat video wasn't the one who leaked it to 4chan or wherever else. This was most likely someone who saw the Snapchat video and just started spreading it themselves. So again, this likely means nothing one way or the other, but it's good to have the information out there. Now, something that I think might be some more evidence for the leak being true is that someone on Smashboards identified that the company this guy now works for, ACP, uses an extremely similar printing method as the stuff shown in the leaked image. The printing machine seems to be using the same format in boxes of 3, which is supposedly for this hanging decoration. And then even down to them finding that the company uses this AutoCAD program for the printing process, and that in the original Snapchat leak we can see that there are AutoCAD commands on the paper in the corner. Now, it's worth noting that I did some personal research and found out that AutoCAD seems to be top tier in the line of modeling work. So it's likely that many companies out there are actually using this exact program for their work. So again, the fact that it is AutoCAD specifically may not mean much if it's literally the industry standard, but this was certainly an interesting find to say the least, and it could lend some credibility if only slightly. Now moving on to some further speculation, I've seen a lot of people on GameFAQs suggesting that Skull Kid is in fact in this mural leak. Now this one is a bit hard to buy, I think, but someone is claiming that in front of Mach Rider or around Mach Rider, there's this shape that appears like it could be Majora's Mask. And people are now trying to speculate that Skull Kid is in the mural. Someone amplified the brightness to maximum on the image, and people have been saying that they can see the mask clearly and possibly see parts of Skull Kid's body. Now everyone knows I'm a Skull Kid supporter, but this just seems like a real hard sell for me. I do admit it does somewhat resemble Majora's Mask. I don't think there's any denying that part, but it just seems like it's most likely Mach Rider's bike. I'm not sure what pose Skull Kid would be taking up here. I've read some people saying that he's squatting and others saying that he's leaning against the bike, and then others think he's even laying down. Either way, I think the biggest thing is that it really does resemble Majora's Mask. But it could just be a case of people's minds seeing what they want to see. I've also seen some people using the argument that Mach Rider's bike doesn't use two headlights like that, which they think adds further credibility to those being the eyes in Majora's Mask as opposed to the bike lights. But the problem with that is simply the bike could most likely be a redesign with an updated version for Smash Ultimate. All in all, I can't say this is Skull Kid, but I can see some semblance of Majora's Mask. It's hard to say, but it's worth noting that the 4chan leak that corroborated and matched up with this mural leak does not say Skull Kid is in, and it does not deconfirm him either. He's just not mentioned at all, which I think would be really weird since they got everything else right. Because of that, I'm going to have to say it's not him, but I hope it is, and I hope that I'm wrong. But that brings us to the end of this video, guys. Let me know in the comments below what you think of these updates, specifically Skull Kid. Do you guys think that's him, or is that really just Mach Rider's freaking bike? As always, don't forget to check out some of my previous videos if you have time. Subscribe with notifications on for more future content. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.